I was sent this from the brand for a video, and that doesn't change anything about what I'm going to tell you. If something wasn't good, I'm saying so, and if it impressed me, I'm saying that too. My honest take is all I've ever given you, and that's not changing. Now, the reason I said yes to testing this one specifically, the projector market is absolutely flooded, and most of what's out there at the mini projector price point is genuinely disappointing when it actually arrives. What stood out about this one was the built-in app with electric focus and the Wi-Fi 6. Those are features that separated from the usual budget crowd, and I wanted to find out if they delivered in real life. I've been putting it through its paces for a few weeks, and here's the full breakdown. Out of the box, it feels solid, compact, not flimsy, and the build quality give me a good first impression before I even turned it on. The port situation covers everything: HDMI, USB, wireless mirroring, so whatever your setup is, you're not going to be stuck needing an adapter or running to the store. Setup was smooth, connected to Wi-Fi, downloaded the app, and I was watching something within about 15 minutes of opening the box. The built-in smart interface is genuinely well designed. It doesn't feel like a cheap afterthought bolted onto a projector. You can navigate, search, and control it without constantly grabbing your phone, which sounds small, but makes a real difference when you're settled in and just want to watch something. So does Wi-Fi 6 actually make a real difference? It makes a real difference in a busy home network. Wi-Fi 6 handles multiple connected devices better than standard Wi-Fi, and the result in practice is smoother, more consistent streaming without the buffering or connection drops you see on lesser projectors. Streaming 1080p was reliable even with other devices running on the same network simultaneously. This is where I really dug in. First test was the bedroom setup, pointed at a blank wall, lights off, and immediately the electric focus made itself known. On most projectors, you're manually twisting a ring to get things sharp, which takes forever and never feels precise. On this one, focus is controlled through the app or remote. It's quick, it's accurate, and you do it from your seat. That's a meaningful upgrade that I didn't fully appreciate until I had it. Auto keystone correction handled all the normal angles I threw at it without any issues. Propped at an angle from a nightstand, sitting on a coffee table, pointed at the wall, it corrected cleanly every time. It has limits if you go really extreme, but for everyday use it handles pretty well. The picture quality at 1080p is where this projector earns its reputation. I tested it across movies, shows, and I have to mention this. I put on the Tunisia versus Japan FIFA match on it, and watching live soccer on a big projector image is a completely different experience. The movement was smooth, the colors were vivid, and having that large image for a live match just hits in a way a regular TV screen doesn't. That's exactly the kind of moment where a projector makes total sense. So how does it handle fast-moving content? It held up pretty well. The FIFA match had plenty of fast movement, and the image stayed clean without the ghosting or smearing you sometimes see on cheaper projectors. In proper darkroom conditions, it's genuinely impressive. Ambient light does soften the image and reduce contrast. That's just the reality of a projection technology. But in the right environment, the motion handling is solid. For outdoor testing, backyard setup pointed at a light colored fence works beautifully once the sun is fully down. The image size you can get outside with some distance is massive. Nothing in your house on a wall-mounted TV is going to match that experience. And yes, you can do wireless screen mirroring, works for both iOS and Android through the app. Some streaming platforms have content protection that limits wireless mirroring, but for YouTube, personal videos, photos, it works smoothly. For restricted streaming apps, you just use the built-in smart system directly on the projector or plug in an HDMI stick. Either way, you're covered without any workarounds that feel annoying. So what surprised me was that the electric focus keeps coming up because it genuinely changes the experience. App-controlled precision focus from your seat is something you don't realize you need until you have it. It's the kind of feature that shows the product was designed by people who actually think about how someone uses a projector in real life. Another good one, the built-in speaker. It's better than expected for casual bedroom use. You're not immediately reaching for a Bluetooth speaker the second you turn it on. For a quick watch, it holds up on its own. The honest criticism here, and I'm going to be straight because that's the deal, needs a dark room to really perform. That kind of goes with any projector though. In a bright environment, the image washes out, which is not unique to this projector, but it's worth knowing. The fan is also audible in quiet scenes. Nothing that ruins the experience, but if you're extremely sensitive to background noise, something to factor in. These are real limitations, and I'd rather tell you up front than you have to find out after you buy it. So who is it for, and is it worth it? Bedroom movie setup without committing to a mounted TV, this delivers. Outdoor movie nights, backyard gatherings, watching big games with the group, fun way to do it. Travelers who want to bring a projector along, the compact size makes that actually practical. The Wi-Fi 6 and electric focus put it above the standard mini projector crowd, and those features are worth paying for if you plan to use this regularly. It's not a high-end laser projector, there are limits, but within its category, it over-delivers on what the price suggests. Even though this was sent to me by the brand, and I want to be clear that doesn't change my opinion, I genuinely recommend this one. It earned that. So if you've been on the fence about getting a projector, this is a solid first one to start with. If you want to get your hands on this product, go ahead and click on the link in the description below. And hit that subscribe button and never miss a review.